Well, let's get more now on US-Turkey relations from Adam Ereli. He's an advisor to the Turkish Heritage Foundation and joins us now live from Washington, D.C. Thank you very much for your time. Firstly, it seems that Turkey and the US, I think it's fair to say, don't see eye to eye over the role of the YPG in Syria. The extradition of Fethullah Gulen, that's putting further strain on the relationship right now. How damaging have the last few months been for relations between Turkey and the US?
I wouldn't say that damaging. I would call them a rough spot that, allies have periodically, and they get through them. I think what I would focus on are two things. First, what President Erdogan said in his remarks with President Obama, that the U.S. and Turkey is a model partnership. Those were his words. I think that's very significant because it is a statement from the highest government official in Turkey of support and appreciation for the relationship with the United States. The second thing I would focus on is what President Obama said. Two important things. Number one, the United States will give every support possible to Turkey in defending its democracy and strengthening its democratic institutions. And number two, the United States will work with Turkey to bring those responsible for the coup to justice. That was an explicit reference to the Fethullah terrorist organization. It shows that cooperation, coordination between the United States and Turkey over this issue is robust and ongoing. Finally, I would emphasize the fact that by the two presidents meeting and having such a substantive exchange, I think that puts the U.S.-Turkish relationship back where it belongs. In other words, leader to leader, a statement, a priority for both countries, and a roadmap and way forward for us dealing with the issues that concern us so greatly. And those obviously include Turkish security on its southern border, its actions in Syria against ISIS and the YPG, which the United States has frankly cooperated with, supported, and is working with Turkey to effect to the best result possible.
In your experience, what does President Erdogan mean by a model partnership, as you referred to there?
Well, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Number one, that I would focus on the word partnership. This is a case of two equals, two great powers, two strong nations working together for their mutual benefit. Number two, model. It means that that there are procedures, policies, relationships, personal relationships in place that allow us to deal with each other, not just in the good times, but in the difficult times, and deal with real problems, real issues, real differences as equals, with respect, and in a sort of problem-solving attitude, as opposed to a mutual blame exercise, which all relationships can descend into, but fortunately ours has not.
And finally, do you know what stage the Fethullah Gulen extradition process is at right now and how long it might take to get concluded?
Well, I think it's going to take longer than most in Turkey would like, just because the wheels of justice move slowly. I mean, this is not a political issue. The United States officials have made this very clear from the very beginning. This is a legal process that is governed by treaty and governed by law, and those procedures have to be followed. Now, obviously, there's a degree of impatience in Turkey, which is perfectly understandable. I think President Obama and President Erdogan both talked about how respective officials from ministries of justice, ministries of interior are working together to expedite this process. And that's, I think that's a positive sign. And I hope that it will produce a resolution satisfactory to everybody.
Okay, Adam Ereli, thank you very much for talking to us.